Hi Sagittarius. I hope that you guys are doing well. Before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, Sag, let's see what's going on for us. Okay, I'm seeing that there's something very surprising. I don't know if we are already going through this or this is something that's just popping up for us, but it's almost like you feel really in your head about whatever this is. Something unexpected that happened, I'm picking up on. It's almost like something happens and you don't know what to do about it. But you're being guided to speak up about something, Sag. Whatever this is that's got you in your head. It's like you're being called to take action by communicating something here. And to be grounded also in whatever this is that you have to communicate. Maybe this is why you feel in your head too. It's like the King of Cups fell over by the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is about feeling really stuck in your head about something. I'm hearing afterthought. So maybe like after something happened, you feel really stuck in your head and you're being guided to ground this. Whatever emotions these are that you're experiencing. It's going to help, I'm hearing, ease the thinking process. And whatever it is that you're being guided to call out or communicate here, yeah, it's something that you have to let go of, I'm seeing. Maybe you also feel emotionally tied to something that you're being guided to let go of too. Or maybe this is also about expressing your emotions to somebody. It's like, getting ready to relay some sort of information. All right, I'm seeing 3 kings pop out here. I'm seeing you step into a position related to your job that you feel really happy about. This is where Spirit is guiding you. And you're being guided to make things happen vocally. Like below the King of Swords here, I'm looking at the Magician, which is about speaking things out and making things happen. You know, our speech and speaking things out, it's spelling in a way, like the Magician does. And this is about manifesting the things that you want. Being confident about the ways that you go about vocalizing things too. Maybe you also feel in your head about a job. Yeah, you're being guided to look within. It's going to help you ground your emotions here. I'm hearing before continuing onward, I'm seeing you reflecting, and it's almost like as you look within, as you reflect, you're understanding that there's something that you're being guided to like release, to clear out, to let go of. This is justice I'm seeing. When you let go of whatever this is, this can be an interpersonal relationship, this can be a job for some too. You're going to be able to be achieving a sort of balance that you've been looking for. This can be a business partnership, but this can also be like an interpersonal dynamic that you have with somebody. And I'm seeing you wishing for some sort of like close interpersonal dynamic with somebody. It's like what you want. Here are the Lovers. This can be a romantic relationship. This can also mean like coming closer into contact with people that you really identify with, people that resonate with you, I'm hearing. And maybe you also feel in your head about pursuing something job related that you want to pursue. And I'm seeing that by you calling something out that you want to manifest, this is what's going to help you achieve that. I'm also seeing spirit here guiding you towards your happiness, and I'm getting that this involves another person. Sag. And it's almost like you find something you've been looking for when you look within. Whatever this is that you've been looking for, whether this is answers or a direction, something that you've been seeking when you look within, I'm seeing you finding that and like almost bringing this outward. It's like taking something that you find inward and externalizing whatever this is. And I'm seeing it also be like something that you find when you look within. You're also recognizing that it's time to let something go, to clear something out. And this is what's going to help you balance something out in your interpersonal relationships. Yeah, majorly. It's almost like you're recognizing something that you need to walk away from because you are not going to find emotional satisfaction within this relationship. I'm getting this strongly tied between you and another energy here, whether this is a company or this is a person. I'm also hearing facility, and I'm also hearing facilitate. Interesting. It's like you going off to discover something that's going to feel fulfilling to you here. All right, so I'm looking at Taurus, I'm looking at Mercury, I'm looking at Virgo, I'm looking at Gemini, I'm looking at Libra, and I'm looking at Leo here. These can be your placements if it's not another person's. Maybe both of yours. I'm seeing a message come through for you, Sagittarius. Maybe you're recognizing something that you need to end. Something that you feel called to end. For some of you, you could even be getting a message from somebody that some sort of relationship is coming to an end. Maybe you also feel as well like you're getting better at deciphering intuitive messages that are coming through, and also recognizing when things need to come to an end, and also getting better with actually putting those endings to action. It's like following through when you recognize something needs to come to an end, actually going through with whatever endings these are. And I'm seeing you stepping into a new beginning after completing a cycle. I'm seeing there be a lesson that we learned in whatever past cycle this was that we went through an ending with. I'm seeing you feel upset about this ending. If this is not you, this is the other person. Like, maybe you feel upset about whatever ending this is. Again, energies can always be reversed, but I'm seeing something hidden, something going on subconsciously. Maybe this also has to do with attachments that we're recognizing we have as well, and about, like, feeling worried about breaking these attachments. It's almost like changing some sort of past behavior that we had, but I'm seeing us making progress with this. It's like really gaining control of whatever's happening mentally for us. Maybe you feel confused about starting a new beginning, or about whatever new space this is that you're entering. maybe even about what you're looking for. And I'm seeing a cycle that we went through. Again, this is something that's come to an end where we felt hurt by something. Like, this was definitely a painful Saturn lesson that we went through, which is something that's going to, like, really change an aspect of yourself. Maybe even the ways that you go about doing something. Something having to do with relationships and unhealthy cycles I'm picking up on. And, like, I'm seeing something, like, really big that we're changing in relation to psychologically how we go about doing something here. I'm looking at Saturn and I'm looking at Pisces. And now I'm looking at the High Priestess. It's almost like you have some sort of epiphany, or you gain some sort of, I'm hearing uncover. You uncover something that's shocking to you. This can have to do with your perception as well. Like, you may also be extremely surprised by something intuitively that you come to recognize. Wow. I'm getting this be some sort of, like, profound epiphany that you have, like something that is, like, really blows you out of the water mentally. And it's like something majorly, I'm seeing like a major transformation that you're going through here. It's like something about your whole perspective changes, and you can see something so much more clearly than you were before. I'm almost seeing somebody be like, somebody going through some sort of ascension where they're like lifted out of a cycle, and I'm seeing them like looking down, like reviewing something here. And it's like their eyes are opened to the ways that things happened, or a cycle that they went through, in a whole new way. Some ascended point of view that we are gaining now. There is the epiphany. It's like, as you undergo this transformation, as you adjust to whatever this is that you're finding that you weren't expecting to find, I'm seeing you go through a transformation, and I'm seeing this very, very big epiphany, something that gives you a sense of clarity amidst whatever confusion this was that you had. And I'm seeing this be related to a lesson that we went through that we felt like there was a lot of pain to heal from. And it's almost like you're working with the Mars and the Pluto in your chart, and it's bringing you the clarity that you've been looking for. It's like synthesizing these two energies. You could also be going through a lesson too where you felt hurt, again, by some sort of interpersonal dynamic that you had with somebody. You could have been working with this person for some. So I'm looking at Aries, I'm looking at Saturn, I'm looking at Pisces, I'm looking at the moon, I'm looking at Scorpio, I'm looking at Mars. All right, Sag, we're going to run through this one more time. I'm looking at somebody here from the past. I'm looking at the Hanged Man popping out, which represents Neptune. This is Pisces energy. I'm looking at Pisces. I'm looking at Sagittarius here. So it's almost like, whether this be a person or a cycle, this is something from the past that you were involved with. It's like, as you reflect, I'm seeing like your perspective of a situation, something that you needed to see. It's like something you needed to zoom out from. I'm seeing you like finally grasp something that you needed to understand. And I'm seeing you like really adjusting and being patient with this process here. It's like tempering whatever this is, whatever this information or epiphany is that you gain. And I'm seeing you working with your guides as well here. It's like there's some sort of celebration or confirmation that that you receive, and I'm almost seeing like your guides celebrating here because of the way that you're tempering and adjusting to something that you realized. It's like you finally understood something that your guides were urging you to understand, and I'm seeing you moving away from something, because you've recognized that whatever past cycle it was that you had with this person, this was a karmic test. And it was a karmic test that helped you to expand your point of view on something. Something that you needed to see the big picture about. And like you moving away from whatever this was, again, is also part of a karmic test for you, like recognizing this. And also the ways that you wanted to go about prioritizing things here. Because I'm looking at Temperance, which represents Sag energy. And I'm looking at you, like, Temperance is kind of like going back and forth, adjusting to things, like being patient with the process. And the Two of Pentacles can speak on the ways that we want to prioritize things. It's almost like going back and forth, trying to find the balance with something here. And I'm seeing something that you've been patiently waiting for come to fruition. I'm seeing you also like in walking away from whatever past cycle this was. I'm seeing like a really big clearing that we're doing in the heart space. And I'm seeing you feeling very in touch here. And now I'm looking at Jupiter pop out. You were definitely meant to go through whatever karmic lesson this was. For some, I'm getting strongly that this was related to love and emotional connection. And it's like, as you continue adjusting, as you continue practicing patience, what comes to fruition is you feeling like really confident. It's like you finding your own energy here. You may feel also that you're getting more in touch with your creativity. I'm hearing creative will. And I'm also seeing you learn a lesson too about going through things with an optimistic perspective. It's like maybe in the past when you went through certain things, you weren't feeling so confident mentally. And I'm seeing something changing here because of the ways that you're choosing to adjust to a situation. And it's a type of confidence that's going to carry through into whatever new cycle this is that you're starting, Sag. Like you were meant to find yourself through whatever cycle this was. Maybe in a deeper sense than you had experienced before. It's like really recognizing yourself and your energy. and the ways that you can be effective. All right, my friends, we are going to end it there. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.